Yo, what's up, man? What's going on, man? I didn't even press the button to start the video, so I guess let me put some lotion on my hands. I want my hands to be ashy. Gumby Publishing, the podcast was sold. Sean Xavier Gumby Jr. and myself, Sean Xavier Gumby Sr. We do not wish to slander, libel, or defame anybody in this case, and what I'm going to talk about in this video, which is the big Meech Cuffy trial. I just want to give my summation. Everybody's been asking me since I started doing these videos, what do I think? What's my position on it? First of all, I've read the Big Meech sentencing hearing, the motion to suppress electronic surveillance, the wiretap suppression motion submitted by Cuffy, which was a 32-page document, and then I read the 271-page Frank's hearing. I read every single document in its entirety. And what I think is everybody lost. Everybody lost. Big Meech lost. He did 20 years in prison, got his name became super famous while he was in prison as a result of a rapper making a song about him. Became iconic. His name became iconic in terms of the underworld, in terms of the rap community, and does 20 years in prison and gets out, and in a matter of 2 months has a fall from grace unlike no other, with his name being, whether you think he did it or he didn't, whatever your position is, Big Meech lost. I invited him to come on my show. He has not done one interview or one social media post defending himself of these allegations, if you want to call them that. I know for me, if somebody comes out and says, yo, Sean G is a rat, or Sean G is this, and I'm not that, right off the rip, I'm going live on my Instagram, I'm going live on my Facebook, I'm going live on my YouTube, and I'm asking the accuser, show and prove, baby. You know, I'm stepping to the situation because my name and my reputation is at risk, as well as my brand, as well as my son's name, right? He hasn't come out to defend himself. He did 20 years in the joint. I don't know how much money he has, and I wonder what his answer would be if you asked him. He said, man, was all of it worth it? All the money you made in the 90s up until the 2003 when you got busted, or whatever that case was, 2002. He got busted in 2002. I think he got busted in 2002 because he said he sat in the county jail for 3 years. That would have been 2005. He started his prison sentence. I don't know. Because that was when Tammy Cowens said that she first met him, 2002, 2003. I wonder if she busted him. I wonder if all the money was worth it. Was all the women worth it? Was all the money worth it? Was all the fame worth it? Where you sit today? He lost. Shout out to Cuffy. Yo, Cuffy, my nigga Black. You know him by Kevin. He's from East St. Louis, from East Boogie. I talked to him yesterday on the phone. He speaks very highly of you. He told me that you and him go way back to when y'all was in your 20s. He told me the whole thing. Y'all had a falling out. He told me the scenario why me and Kev did time in the feds in Morgantown, West Virginia. My bunkie was from St. Louis. He spoke highly about you. Told me you was from Peabody, from the projects downtown, near downtown St. Louis. And other people from St. Louis that have spoken about me to you have said that you really was that nigga in St. Louis. You really was him, confirming what you said. And all power to you. But me personally, I think Cuffy lost. He lost. He lost. He got a 27-year sentence. This is just one bid. He did another 10-year bid prior to this one. And I would want to ask Cuffy, like, was it worth it? Was the drop top blue Bentley that you pulled up in when the Meech put you on to the Mexican and all the money and all the millions that you had, was it worth it at the end of the day? You got 6 kids, a wife. Would you trade all the time you did for the chance to go to your son's Little League football game, to his AAU basketball game, maybe to your daughter's softball game, to your daughter's AAU basketball game, to her first play, to help your son with his homework? You know what I'm saying? Those are things that he will never be able to get back. Never be able to get back. So he lost. Big Meech also caused Little Meech to lose. His father, Big Meech's father lost. Big Meech's brother lost. They all lost. They all lost. You can talk about, if you're on the ignorant tip, and there's a bunch of y'all that watch these videos that are on that tip, some of y'all hold fame, whether it's infamy, being infamous or famous, and a connection with the rap community, you hold that in high esteem. You put that on a pedestal, so you think that these guys won, but you're only looking at it from the point of a consumer. You're looking at it from a point of where I am in this warm apartment with Wi-Fi. I got a fish tank there. You hear the fish tank, my cat. Sean, let Luna out. Sean, let Luna out. Let me show y'all my cat. I got my son there. Y'all look at fame in terms of just that, right? But there's a whole nother side to federal prison. You eat hamburgers. Hamburger day is every Wednesday. Every Thursday is chicken day. For 52 Thursdays straight, it's chicken day. And you get 1/4 piece of chicken, the leg attached to the thigh. That is it. They swipe your ID one time, put it on your plate with some mashed potatoes or whatever, and tell you to get out the way. Next man up. You got to stand up for 4 o'clock count, for 9 o'clock count. Sure, let Luna out.
She's out.
She's out?
I left her
all right.
open for her.
Yeah, maybe she come over. You got to be away from your family. One of the most difficult things, one of the most painful situations in my life that I've ever experienced was the day I had to leave Little Sean and fly one-way ticket from Newark, New Jersey to Charleston, West Virginia. And then I took a bus from Charleston, West Virginia to Morgantown, West Virginia to self-surrender to prison. That was the most painful thing I think I've ever been through in my life, having to leave my son. So I lost. I made a lot of money. I had a lot of material things, but in the end, when it was all said and done, I lost, which is why I changed my life. I don't do no crime. I don't want to do no crime, and I don't want to hang around no motherfucker that do crime. Stay away from me. Go over there with them. I don't want nothing to do with that. Tammy Cowens is the ultimate loser. She lost. Huge. Keith Cromer lost his career. And even if he somehow got down with Tammy Cowens and got a piece of the rights to Big Meech's life, and when she sold him the 50 cent, he got a cut. He still lost, because look at his name. Look at his name. And what it's associated with. He was a DEA agent. He lost. Got fired. Tammy Cowens couldn't come to me and say, Sean, let's go half on a pack of gum that costs 50 cents. Sean, I got 26 cents. You just come up with 24 cents. I say, bitch, that's some gum I don't need. Tammy Cowens is a dark soul. She is a broken individual. She is spiritually bankrupt. But y'all ignorant ones are gonna say, well, she got money for 50 cents. She sold them rights to 50 cents. She made some money. She got some money. That girl, for the rest of her life, and her daughter, and even when Tammy Cowens passes on, her daughter's daughter, every one of their family members has to always be on the lookout for people that she told on. She doesn't never have a peace of mind. She can walk on all these red carpets in Hollywood at all these events and take pictures in front of all these backdrops with Fendi and BMW, but that girl doesn't have a moment's peace in her life. And whoever she deals with, I bet even her daughter, when she says something to her daughter that she's trying to say is factual, she's trying to tell her daughter something true and factual, her daughter looks at her like, I wonder if that's true. That's no good. That's no good. That girl is a disaster. Tammy Cowens is a disaster. Her name goes down in history in infamy with a very, very negative connotation surrounding her and her name. Maybe that's not important to a lot of y'all, but there's a bunch of us out here that still hold integrity in high esteem, right? And still want to be men amongst men, right? And women amongst women. And we hold ourselves to a strict personal code that there's shit that we will do, and then there's shit that we won't do, no matter what. Big Meech's paperwork is no good. I'm never going back to prison because I'm not committing no crimes. But if me and Big Meech was on a prison yard together and his paperwork that me and you have reviewed the last week, I knew that that was his paperwork. Me and Big Meech couldn't play chess together. We couldn't play cards together. We couldn't work out together. He couldn't eat at the same table with me. I wouldn't be, if we were standing in the commissary line and he was standing right behind me or right in front of me, I'm getting out of line and waiting till he go. Or I'm going to the back of the line. Even if they run out of commissary, I'm going to the back of the line because I don't want to be standing nowhere near him. If we go in the main line on Thursday on Chicken Day and he happened to be in front of me, nope, I'm getting out. Y'all could go. There's nothing me on a prison yard me and him would be able to do with that kind of paperwork. Nah, the paperwork is no good. And there have been many, there's been much hypothesizing and conjecturing and guesswork saying that he didn't do it. They set him up. The agents wrote everything. I don't know. You know, whatever scenario you think happened, you can fit that paperwork to it. You really could. You really could. But I'm finna get up out of here. I want to thank all my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. Get ready for my next case. I'm going to start that probably maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Tammy Cowens is a trash can. She is a trash can. She's the biggest loser of them all. She's the biggest loser of them all. All that money that she got from the DEA for doing what she did, she used to live in fear for the rest of her life. And her name is garbage. Sean G. Podcast with Soul. Peace.